to recap my previous session. So in my previous video, we talk about the custom bootstrapping, how we can create our own template, bootstrap template.yml file, and how we can actually override the name of the S3 bucket, ECR, and the different IAM roles. Even we talked about if we don't want to create, we don't want to have our own custom template, but we want to override the qualifier name, then we can do that. And we can also override the default name of the bootstrap stack name. So those are the some topic that we discuss it. And for today's session, I want to talk about more on the synthesizer. What is the synthesizer? Actually, synthesizer is the process to resolve the core resources which actually are created during the bootstrap cycle, and those core resources include S3 bucket, ECR, and the IAM roles. And there are two different type of synthesizer. One is the default synthesizer, which is already built in. So whenever we deploy um, our stack, then this default synthesizer into come into the picture, and it resolve the name of the S3 bucket, IAM role, and the other core resources. Another one is the custom synthesizer. Suppose in case we have a use case that we don't want to use the built-in S3 bucket, and we want to provide our own name. Similarly, with the case of the IAM role, if we don't want to use the predefined rules, and our organization has its own policy, then we can use a custom synthesizer. So let me show you how what we have in the last session. So if I will show you here in the CloudFormation template, I bootstrap it with the custom template, which actually creates some IAM role. But if you notice here, the roles is bit different. They doesn't look like the built-in roles. So three roles are different here. They contain a my as a prefix, and this qualifier ABC659XYZ. This is also different. So these are these are actually my I define roles name in my custom template. I will show you just a minute. And similarly, this is the one bucket that I created it during the bootstrap using my custom bootstrap template. I can show you quickly what that means is actually, if I will go here in the my bootstrap section, so here I changed the name this bucket. So this is my bucket name. I am using it. And if I will go down to the role, so this is policy. Policy name we already changed it. This is my publishing role. So this is I did not change it. Let me search it quickly using this. So this is the one role that I change it, and what the name of this role is the file publishing role. Image publishing role I change it. It's not the image publishing role. Let me just search it. Which one is this? Okay, this is the deploy. This is the deploy action role. I changed it, and the third one, the last one was I guess cloud execution. So these are the three roles in which I want to use my own name. I don't want to use the built-in roles. So I use it, and that's why actually you can see the result here. But what if I want to use this name without overriding the synthesizer? I want to, if I see um, I want to use this role, new changed roles, and the S3 change name, then what will happen? I will go here in the demo.sh file again, and what will happen, let me just revert my changes. So this is the one line that I'm trying to comment it out. So this is my default demo stack right now we have, and this is exactly the same stack that we had. I mean, we are not supplying any synthesizer here, so it will be using the default synthesizer. And let's see what will happen if I will try to deploy this stack. So let me just quickly come here. Let's run this command, and let's see what will happen if I try to deploy this stack with the default synthesizer, but I use the custom bootstrapping. We have to wait for a few seconds. Okay, deployment is done. So it says system is not able to deploy this, and the reason is it is looking for this role CDK which is actually a default role. So let me just let's see what we have here in the cloud assembly. If I will go here, it will try to inspect this. So you can see that bucket name. It actually still this deploy is using the default synthesizer and not the custom one. So what we have to do that. So let me just show you what we can do that. So in order to do that, we did a bootstrapping with our custom bootstrap.yml. Now we have to override the synthesizer as well with the custom synthesizer. So what we did actually, I created a one synthesizer for this demo purpose. What is this? Let me just show you. We have this class here. This is my default synthesizer, and you can actually see what we have. If you will click on this link, or if you will try to Google this link, so you will see this is the one class. This is actually a default synthesizer, which actually resolve these things. So if you will see default cloud formation role, what is the value of this? It says it will use the ARN of this role. And what is the name of this role? This is the CDK and the qualifier. And you can easily see the what is the default value of the qualifier. So default value of the qualifier is the HNB 6595DC. So this is how actually default synthesizer is working. But if you will come here, so it says, okay, if no one is actually providing um, any cloud formation role to this synthesizer, then it then only it use the default value. But there is a mechanism also, we can provide our own value also, and that's what we have to do it. And for that I have created a one custom synthesizer. Let's see what we have inside it here. So my custom synthesizer is this, and it already override the value. It already override the extend the default stack synthesizer. And because I did not override the all roles, I just override the five roles. So that's why I am actually I'm creating a code for that. For example, I want ARN. ARN for what? I want a ARN for this role, my hyphen CDK for this pattern actually. So it will be a pattern, my CDK, and then qualifier CFN execution role. So uh, this this will be a new pattern for me for my custom synthesizer. Let's see. So I have created a pattern for all three roles, and I think pattern is almost same. I am just prefixing the role with the word my hyphen. Now let's see how we can do that. Because I extended this, so I can pass these values to the super, to the constructor of my default stack synthesizer. And this is the one role that I'm overriding it. And the row property name is file assist. Publishing role ARN, I am supplying it my value. Similarly for the cloud formation, I am supplying the again the new pattern, and for the deploy role, I am supplying the another pattern. For other two rules, I don't want to override it, so they will be using the default um, pattern to resolve a name. Then I want to change the bucket name. So I am also supplying the bucket name, because during the bootstrap I changed the value of this, so I am overriding it. And the similar thing is qualifier. During the bootstrap I changed the qualifier also. So if I will show you my default template here, I can go here in the parameter section. You can see I changed the bucket name, and you can see the qualifier also. That's why I am changing the value here in the um, my custom synthesizer. So that's it for this. This is the small class that we have to do it. And now this is the first part is actually this is doing nothing, so we can delete it quickly from here. So the first part is actually creating the synthesizer, and then second part is attaching it with the stack. So if I will come here in this demo.ts file, so the one whenever I'm actually trying to create the stack file, then stack we can supply the synthesizer. How we can check it actually. If you will come here in this class in this class demo stack, in this inside this constructor, it takes a one parameter called the stack props. If you will go inside this stack prop, then you can see it take a one synthesizer also, implementation of the synthesizer also. So you can provide the synthesizer as well. So if I will provide this synthesizer to this stack, and we'll delete these already generated cloud assembly, and we'll do the CDK synth again. So let me just do the CDK synth again. Then what will happen with the if I will do the CDK synth with my own or my custom synthesizer? Let me just show you this thing. Okay, CDK synth is done. Let's quickly verify what we have now. If I will go here, click on this, and we'll see the cloud assembly. The first thing, let's see the what we have in the assist file. Okay, so if you will see, the bucket name has been changed now, and let's verify the assume role. Assume role is now my CDK ABC 659XYZ. What we actually were expecting. Now let's see in the CDK template what changed. We have zoom it, not maybe here in the main fist file. So if you will see it here, this, where is the template? So see, this is the template that system supposed to upload this file. This has been changed now, and if you will see, the cloud execution role is also changed. Assume roles is also changed. And do we have any example? Lookup role. I did not change the value of the lookup role, so you can see there is no change here. Fine, that's it. Now, if we will, I will try to deploy this template. Then what will happen? Let me just try to deploy this. I just ran this command. Let's wait for a few more seconds. Deployment is going on. So now it's trying to, okay, okay. I think deployment is done successfully. Now let's verify what we have here in the stack. If I will go here in the cloud formation, if you will, I will refresh it. Okay, one demo stack is created. If I will click here, then I can quickly verify it. What are the different resources has been created? I will go in the flat view. Okay, no resources created because I think I did not use it. I will show you why. And then I will, if I'll go here quickly in the S3 bucket, I will refresh it, and I will go click here uh, in this. So see, this is the template that have been uploaded. If you want to see it, you can see it. You can download it. Okay, this is the template the system uploaded. So that means our custom our custom synthesizer is working perfectly fine. It is able to resolve the S3 bucket and the IM role using the custom synthesizer. Okay, now let's see. Let me show you one more thing. Now, if I will go here again in the demo.ts file and will try to turn on the same synthesizer, but for the different stack, what will happen? So what that means is actually, let me just create it quickly here. So this is my synth. I will save this, and I will copy this here, and instead of creating this one, I will simply say like this. I just want to see what is the problem suppose will come if I will use the same instance of the synthesizer. Maybe someone you can ask this, you guys can ask me this question, but before asking, I am just trying to explain it. What will happen if I am using the uh, same instance, same reference type with more than one stack? Okay, let me just show you this again. What I will do now, I will do this simple synth again. Let's wait for a few more seconds. Okay, as you can see, synth failed, and the reason for this failure is it says as a stack synthesizer can only be used for one stack only, and you have to create a new instance to use a different stack. So that's why it's not allowed to use a same synthesizer object with the more than one stack. So what we have to do it, we have to just do like this. So here I'm saying I want to use, I don't need this, that's it. And I just need to replace this thing also. What I'm, okay, this one. Okay, so here I'm saying I want to add a two stack, stack SNS stack and the demo stack, and they both will use the custom synthesizer, and the value of the custom synthesizer will be my default synthesizer. So let's see if I will try to synth it, what will happen. So right now you can see in the CDK dot out folder there is no assembly generated for the SNS stack. If I will do the CDK synth again, then there should be assembly, and this assembly should be generated with the with the value that this custom or my default synthesizer provided. I think this is should be not be my default. The name is not good. Maybe we can I can change it, but I don't want to do that right now. Let's see what we have when we will do CDK synth. Okay, you can see CDK synth is done for both demo stack and the SNS topic. Let's see what we have here. Okay, I think it is already refreshed. I can go here, SNS topic asset, and you can see the bucket name has been generated, and the bucket name is actually the custom one. And if you will see the role also, so this is the custom one also. So I think this is good now, and if I will try to deploy it, so I think if the assembly is saying that they are in a good condition, so they should be deployed as well. Let's wait for the deployment. Okay, deployment is running now. See, a demo stick, there is no change, so it will not be deployed. Now it is trying to deploy the SNS topic, and it is trying to create a change set that's supposed to deploy it. Let's wait few more seconds. Okay, deployment is in progress. So three step needs to perform, and I guess all three is done. Okay, deployment is done. Let's go to our AWS thing, what we have here in the CloudFormation channel. If you will just, I will just refresh it. SNS topic is done. This is the SNS topic stack is deployed. If I will show what are the resources, so it deployed a one topic. I am not going to show this one, but what I am going to show here in the S3 bucket. If I will refresh it here in the S3 bucket, there should be two JSON files. So this is the one I am interesting. So if I will click here, so if this is the file, this is the same file that we have in the cloud assembly for the SNS topic. This is the SNS topic. So I think that's how actually we can resolve the core resources which actually are created during the custom bootstrapping. So if you are doing the custom bootstrapping, then you should create and you are changing the core resources name, then you should yes, you should change, you should use a custom bootstrap. Sorry, not custom bootstrap, custom synthesizer. So I think that's it, how you can actually use it, custom bootstrapping, and how you can actually use a custom synthesizer after that to resolve the core resources according to your requirement, according to your company policy. I think that's it for this.